All right, stream is about to start here. All right, stream is starting. Let's see here. Lower. Yo, yo, yo. Let's see what was published. Hmm. Bam. Let's see here. Hydrated, rested, pumped up. Let's go. Looks like we have initial imbalances right here. Price gonna push away from it right quick. Take out this news highs. That's what I would do if I was price. Right here, push up to this 200 period. Push up to the 200 period. Take out this the high put in by this news thrust unemployment data. You have the high of yesterday coinciding with the top of this channel, coinciding with the 200 period. So from my trading plan, I have, let's see, clean shorts from yesterday's high. This is yesterday's high. Continuations along from 20 SMA pullback. Let's see, momentum. I also have reversals 200 SMA. This pushes up. It's not technically a reversal, though it kind of is. I mean, you're up and you're down, but we'll see. That's what I'm going to call it. There we go. Let's get to my time frame of choice. And we'll put this bad boy on there. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's keep it focused. Focus, focus, focus. Chopping around initial imbalance, kind of funny. 50% of this zone. Top of imbalance, bottom of channel, liquidity target here. That is a very low profit target. Taking this trade long just to get to there is not going to pay the bills necessarily. However, 50% of this range lining up with these moving averages and this institutional average to take out that liquidity does pay the bills. So break this trend line here to push up. I would take that long. Nice long trigger, imbalance, channel, target above. Again, just doesn't pay enough. Let's see, regular trading hours. Let's get a opening range gap measurement on this bad boy. Opening range gap in place. This window's too bright. All right. Here we go. Zoom in a little bit, shall we? Live. Right, there we go. Nicer looking reversal candle. Better looking, nicer looking. Looks better. It's better and nicer. Hilarious if it reverses here. Textbook short trigger right there. Gotta try to get long if it somewhere around here though if it comes back. I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna get long. I'm just saying you gotta think price is gonna come here just to go, just to now push up. Very funny reversal here. Just shy of this level. Super clean candle. The average range is 6 points on these, so this is a very tiny little. We're working with some tiny MNQH 5. One contract. Let's see. All right, what did I say? Long from here. Taking this liquidity out. Inside up from the 20. Big volume. That's okay. Gonna give it a second. Want it to maybe go a little bit lower and test this open inside up close bar. That is a trigger right there. This yellow bar. Look at it closely. The outline is blue. It's a close up. It's inside the range of this bar. Buy the close of this. This closes. You buy it. It's tagging the 20. It's tagging the 20. Perfect. But like I said, it could play out. I'm okay missing it. I like the trade from here better. First off, early longs punished if it comes here. This liquidity taken. 50% of the larger range, institutional level, and open range gap. By open range gap, I mean I think this is our actual opening price here. Yes. The 20 SMA is a beast though, so it can definitely hold. This right here. Very interesting to see the reaction from 50% of this league. Nice. Let's see here. All right. The fact that it ignored, it pushed up through it. All right, body's closing below it. Let's see what the body does on this candle. My money is on price taking these highs now. If it hadn't taken 50% of this range, push back up and respect it, I would have more confidence in this. Okay, here we go. Inside down close, this is a short trigger. Sell this, same as here, buy this one, you sell that one. I have them on my chart for a reason. Alright, here we go. This is where I wanted it long. Ready to take action if I get a trigger. No trigger, no trade. Big selling, big selling. What do we want to do here? Inside up close bar. Ticks to low 14. Ticks to low 13. Inside up close bar. Close bar. Kind of like it lower in the range because we're trading in a range here. So let's not forget what's going on. We're in this range, basically sideways. If you want to buy, the best buying is down at the bottom of the range with the trigger. After taking liquidity, kind of like this. Not a great trigger. Took liquidity. Somewhat bottom of the range-ish. Sweep. Sweep. Inside up close on a 30 is printed. Inside up close is printing on the 1. Ticks to low. 30 ticks to low. Now is the time for action or decisions. Just looks maybe like you want to have a little structure here. Let price create a little consolidation somewhere in this box for a minute. You don't want to just take up a single 15-second candle bar trigger, 30-second candle bar trigger. You want to let some orders get filled, some volume come in, some more information to come in. All right, see, now that we're pushing away, this is interesting. SMA's here. So 50% of this range. Almost perfectly respected there. Let this come back to 50% of this swing. Box top. If I get a long trigger here, let's see what the risk is to the low. Still very low risk. That is technically a long trigger. There's zero body on this candle, which I don't love as a long trigger. It's more indecision. But you see the star down here, custom indicator, that is a long trigger. You got to be really sharp and ready to take action to trade that setup. You saw me track it in real time. Super technical, super fast, but it's playing out. Let's see if we get a pullback here. I'm more inclined to think that we're going to have just a continuous sweep back up. Yeah, so I did get a little consolidation. Box I drew was a little big, but I wanted price to hang around here, and it did. It gave me all these wicks. This push up was a good sign. After all these wicks, this was the perfect entry trigger here. I would, unless I would have had super clean execution and got in right here, I would be probably been stopped at break even. All right, so we're 50% of this range. Holding just above the 20 SMA here. Let's see. Market looks very ugly on the 15-minute. And so this was the optimal trade entry. I did get a trigger, didn't love it. Star. Boom, that's the low. The next one I got, boom, perfect. Two perfect swings here. Not the most incredible conviction on this trade, honestly. Market has been very weird lately, and we're definitely in chop land here. So, no big deal. Probably would be break even on the straight if I had taken it. Even potentially break even here. 80-something ticks. I would have got $20 out of that first trade here. Again, not gonna really pay the bills. Just honing the craft, really. So, London lows are likely in the crosshairs. 70% chance that those get taken today. So we want to swing our 50% measurement down to this low now. Look at potentially a short from this area, targeting London here. Targeting London there. I'm going to go ahead and take it for granted that these lows will likely be taken. Hilarious that the news highs got treated like that. 5-minute chart loves its double tops. So this was, even though this is a wick on the 5-minute, a double top there. So again, same as here, a little bit of structure or a little bit of volume, push up. Below this low, a little bit of volume, push up. Let's see if we can get to the 50 around here. See, is this in my plan? Technically, it's not in my trading plan. So let's see. Clean reversals. All right, so in my analysis, I have 70% odds price takes London lows. That's this right here. That being the case, a level is not a trade. A full trade setup needs to be planned. So 50% retracement is a level, open range gap, institutional level. This 50% swing, which is the price since market open, short from here
off these moving averages and these levels, targeting London low, I would have to consider that a trade. Is price strong enough to get back up there? This is a pretty clean reversal candle right
Strong enough.
here. So value area low is right around this level.
Inside down close bar, fairly close.
Interesting
Stall there. Yeah, that was interesting. This wick is tempting as an entry. Inside down close, can it hold?
This is the 50% level.
See, this wick was interesting as an entry because you get super tight risk. Perfect level. Gonna be a little bit patient though. It's very this is the most aggressive entry that I have discovered and will use on occasion. This wick entry here. But market has been a little bit wonky, in my opinion, as of late. So
not super duper eager to get super aggressive with the entries here. Prefer very clean, very clean triggers. I did call it real time though. This wick would have been a, let's say I'd get in at the very bottom of the wick. Wick gave 80 ticks, so I'd be out with 20 bucks, trailing stop. So here we are, did not take this low. Now I really like the short from up here. Top of the channel, you still have these lows in place. And you might get a clean trigger at the top of this channel. Possible. All right, so back to the 20. So we're range bound, we're range trading. It can go back to the top of the range here. It's totally within the laws of acceptable behavior. Inside down close is about to print, possibly. Barely. Gotta take action. Break-even functionality is disabled due to volatility on this product to ensure sim trading. Okay. Thought that might happen. So, just a regular stop. We'll go 80, 50. All right, that was the perfect entry though. I tried to get short here. My broker didn't let me use the auto break even function, which I was just going to try as an experiment. It's all gravy. We'll just see what the good Lord has in store for us. That would have been my entry. And this would have been my stop. This down here would have been my target. However, likely with one contract, and you're giving me almost 60 bucks, I'm going to take it probably off right here. Or even honestly, I probably would have took it at the lowest body close. It's there. So up, down about 50% of this swing. If it pushes back up, here we have a bear flag. Really, my eye sees it like this. Just a little bear flag within the sleeve. So push up here. Short from here is still interesting. That's a short trigger right there. Hard to sell this here. Why exactly am I hesitant? I think because we're just kind of dead middle in the range and we're range bound. So it's just too easy for this to be chopped. You need a mega clean reversal at a super obvious level to get active here. For me anyway, I like that trigger bar though. The look of this trigger bar is really clean. And I like the level that it respected. Previous analysis still applies. All right, so here we go. We're getting lots of short triggers here. Inside down close. Institutional level. Back up to this. Take these stops out. Break even people are done here. You got in on this candle, you probably some slippage, you about break even, give yourself a point, you're gone. So now the bear flag is looking even more beefy. Still want to clean. Yep. All right. Still imbalance. Liquidity taken. Initial imbalance. Are we still playing for this London low? Or are they going to go for these equal highs now? It's a little bit of an unknown, so you have to just control risk. The reward is unknown. The risk is known. Let's see. This is a market open and lower. Dead smack in the middle of the day's range. Like just smack dab smackety smack in the middle of it. Nothing to do here. No triggers. Diddle in the middle. If we take this liquidity inside of initial imbalance, the top of it, and get a clean trigger, could get interested here in a short because we're at the top-ish quadrant or so of this trading range. Let's call this like resistance here. And you can kind of see this level. Reject, 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 fake, fake. Here we are, reject. We're right back there now. No clean trigger. Clean trigger on the 30. Inside down on the 1. That is a clean trigger on the 30-second chart. 5 minute is threatening to close above this moving average though, which if it does could get some long algos, could trigger some long algos and just push the price up here. That's theory. That's totally theoretical. So tried to take one short here. Would have probably would have been break even. This wick would have paid me 20. This probably would have paid me a little bit. Didn't take. Too aggressive. So Let's just quickly check the big boy contract. Price did sweep this on the big boy contract. So it might be ready to go lower. But as of now, we're currently going higher. All right, 15-minute literally just printed a bullish trigger. 15-minute printed a bullish trigger. Does that mean anything magical? Not exactly. However, let's look at the 30 right quick. I mean, we're in a range here, guys. And it is tight. Inside, up,
Unknown caller.
Unknown caller on my phone here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's let them leave a message. I am busy. All right. Liking it better long because these clean highs. There we go. Now let's see. The sweep has been more legitimate here. Inside down close. Possible small risk here for a short. Did not get a down close. This candle closed up. It is inside, but it did close up. Price might want to refill with the top of this initial imbalance just once more. Hi, Mankey. Mrs. Fanky Loon. Okay. Active. Let's go. Mono here. I don't need two microphones, so I'm not sure if that's what was happening, but our prices are breaking lower. If this had been a down, I was considering a short here. We're going for London lows still in my mind. Back to the middle, inside up, possible long entry if you're really playing for these equal highs up here. Hard to call these type of situations where the market has decent targets above and below, which has, anytime you're in the middle of a range, you got liquidity on both sides of the range. So everyone short stops up here, everyone long stop down here. Based off the data model for down here. No dogs licking on the stream. No mankeys licking on the stream. Fankus? Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, good girl. Come down to your bed. Come down to the bed. You get bundled. Get bundled. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right. All right. Inclined to think of this as a cliffhanger short. Down, up bar, left bar before we smoke them. Smoke them to the downside. Let's see here.
got a lot of chop going on here, boys and girls. Yep, smoke them to the downside of what I said. This is where I wanted to get short. Yet again. Just a call perfectly. Marking symmetries and picking out. Looking to better define my trading models. 50% retracement here. Almost at the moving average. Nope. No, man. No. Yeah, I like the short here too. At this moving average, 50% retrace this. Target is still slightly down here. For me anyway. Let's be patient and see if we get an opportunity that lines up. Streaming with this camera is probably no good. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this camera. Let's go ahead and kill that.
Volume. Microphone check. All right. Bada bing. That goes there. Bada boom. Like I said, in the middle of the range, you don't want to mess with it. The trend is your friend, and the chop is not. Now again, if it's super, super clean reversal here, you gotta be a little curious about it, right? Like, you're dumb if you go short right there, though. I'm sorry. Even if it works out, you a little bit screw loose a little bit. Ooh, tiny risk. Do I want to do it? No, I just called myself dumb. Oh my god, I want to do it so bad though. This feels like a major stop hunt. That's what that feels like, a huge stop hunt. You're like, why didn't this break lower fully? Puts in this structure here. The 50% of this swing here to there. Retracement right to the 50. Rip up. So, question would be, The one that needs to be answered is, let's see, bye-bye. This will price, will the great price action respect 50% of this and the moving average to take out these equal highs? Clean trigger, and I will pay to find out. 910, you're only looking at 40 ticks here. Still pretty small range here. Not a lot of volatility on this fabulous day. Let's see earnings. Are there some kind of crazy earnings after hours? Let's see here. Thursday, Texas Instrument. Nothing too fantastic. So, here we go. Big up, big down, big confusion. Long from in here is kind of funny. Like you're just playing a range nice like a ninja. If you can catch a long trade and win here. Channel. 50% back of that. Yeah. Huge manipulation stop hunt. I called it. I said you were crazy if you went short here. I almost did it. And it looks great. You definitely got paid. This is like the one clear, just about pay and trade of the morning. Inside up close, there to buy if you're really playing this range like a maniac. Probably don't see a full 50% retracement here if I had to guess. Price does not get back up this high if I had to guess. We'll have to see if I can get some kind of a clean short trigger here. Given this, after this, less inclined to think we're going to have a really strong bullish move here. However, the market has been wonky, like I've been saying. I'm curious why that's not a trigger. It just didn't quite push up high enough for it to trigger my entry system. I did like the level. It did get 50%. This is the moving average still. Moving average is dead flat. This is still the range, middle of the range. Price could still chop all around town. So not too eager here. Not too eager here. What I am, though, certain of is one of these two levels at some point today are getting knocked out. This level here, London's low, or this level here, news high. We are just below yesterday's midpoint of yesterday, I believe. Yeah. And you got the 200 up here, so you really got to wonder if price isn't just waiting for the 200 to catch up to it to reject off of. I mean, price doesn't do things like, it's not price is like thinking thoughts and saying, hey, you know it's a great idea, I'm going to wait. Just technically, that's how it will play out. Technically, price is either going to go sideways until this moving average gets down to the average and price will go down or up, or price now will just rip up and test this moving average. Equal highs, clean looking equal highs above. Hard to say which is the way. Inside up close bar here. Beneath this, but you got big up, big down, big confusion. So of course, you're not going to have the highest conviction to go long after this big move. So this is a hard entry to take. Two things going in favor though: liquidity, boom, and that reminds me, on my journal, a confluence is liquidity. Get this book saved here. All right, so inside down close almost printed, but no dice. Let's just keep swinging our 50% measurement forward here. Inside the initial imbalance.
Unknown caller.
Inside down close on the 1 minute here, surprisingly. That's your entry here. If you take the trigger on the 1 minute. More people will be interested in getting long here after this. I'm not super interested in doing anything, honestly, unless it's like mega tiny risk and super clean. That's $5 of risk here or less to get long. Off to 50, playing for this level, pushing off these moving averages. Just maybe a little too much chop. This is just not that fun to trade. I mean, look at this. But it's going to end soon, or at some point. Price doesn't range forever. Let's see. So another almost inside up close bar. Tiny baby fake bear flag here. Well, I don't know if it's fake or real, but a little baby kind of upward, chopping upward motion here. That's a long trigger right there. When it turned purple and it was like a little shooter, that's a long trigger. So let's see, 50% of this range smoked. Clean smoked sausage. I said $5 a risk to get long here. That was a great opportunity. Hilarious if it reverses here. This has just been the most hilarious price action. No follow through and nothing. You gotta give them something. Could have been a little bit more aggressive here. I was just saying price doesn't range forever. And it's been ranging for a minute. So we're gonna be picking a direction here at some point. I'm inclined to think small move up, big move down though. So range, give us a small move up out of the range to give us a big move down through it. Here we are again, inside down close bar, just took liquidity. Hilarious short. If it plays out again, it's literally identical to this trade and this trade. All right, cliffhanger long. Price almost let off the leash. 9:34. Let's check the 30-minute candle. Okay. Looks like we swept some liquidity there. Getting to the moving average I talked about. Testing it here. Not quite there yet. You have yesterday's midpoint, middle of the opening range gap. This is Asia high. Inside down printing on the 30-second and the 1 minute. So big volume up, no follow through. Want to see these people get punished for being early though, one time. I mean, I don't want them to suffer, like, as people. Know what I'm saying? All right. Punishment has been dealt. 200 period moving average has been touched. Inside down closed candle. Slash now short trigger. Not going to force this trade here. I want to be short from here, but no trigger, no trade. Not going to force it. Okay with missing it. I'm done forcing trades. If anything, if we get some kind of structure here and we start to go short, I'll find a short entry around here somewhere. Around this box. All right, glad I didn't force it. All right, yesterday's mid is a level that I just really like. This level. Technically, price likes the level, I like the level. This level is on the level. Let me see what my range gap. This is. Need to get me a microphone for this. All right, wick at the level. 50% of open range gap is a little too close, so I will need a very clean trigger here or there. Pretty clean. Catching a falling knife here. Gonna have to be very patient and look for a very clean trigger. Long here was better. Inside down closed bar. 3 points of risk currently. So that's only $6.
Order filled.
We'll see. We'll see. This is let's see, 3150 to. All right.
Order
Stop.
cancelled.
Low probability trade. It's all good. Inside down closed bar right at this level. Worth a shot. So, question is this a fake out or is this the real? Are we starting to come down I like this trade more and more now that I see that it's a perfect pullback to the 50 at the moving averages after all of this. Bulls recovering from this. Another last little stop hunt. Stopped dead in its tracks. So long entry here. Like this idea. Hindsight's 2020. Reversal in the 30-second and the 1 minute here. Ticks to high 40. 40 points of risk. Let's see here. Gotta make a decision here. Is it a clean setup? Not super clean on the 15-second. Very clean on the 30-second and very clean on the 1 minute. I'm just entering late here. I need an entry to be closer to 933.50 to get my original price, which would have been here. Let's see if my re-short entry idea will be in effect. So just, again, one trigger too early, a little aggressive. One trigger too early. Actually, literally 1 minute. My entry was 1 minute too early as of now. Let us not lose heart. That is my one and only first trade of the day. Entering in this box I drew as a just like mental idea of where I can find another short. Had I missed this one. So the box is more of like a time stretch slash guesstimating price range. Retesting, breakout retest. Let's see what they want to do. Inclined to go short right when we get back to this 50 here. Because we have liquidity here. London lows I still think are today's objective. Do not want to get caught holding that bias too harshly though. Alright, we're above 50% of this range already. There is an inverted fair value gap on the 1 minute. Want to go short here? I really do. I need my entry though. I need my clean entry to do it. This is much higher probability than this because same here, early shorts punished. Early shorts punished. Don't necessarily want to see this low taken up before I get short. It's not looking good for super low risk entries anymore. You can find a short. Price could easily chop between these moving averages for the next, who knows. But we'll see. We'll see. Inside down on the 30 forming. Let's see. 50% being respected perfectly there. Inside down on the 5 printing. Right at the 200. Let's try this. All right, look. This trend line is busted. I like that. Let's try this short if I get a trigger. Give me a trigger with some decent risk that looks like a real trigger. That's not a real trigger. It's more of a doji. Pin bar, looking for this liquidity to be taken. Short trigger up here. I feel like we're missing a piece of the puzzle right now. Okay, no. Oh, I want to sell that so bad. Let's see. Ticks the high 9 inside close. Let's go.
Order filled.
Gotta do it. This is triggering short. Inside down, that's triggering short. Second chance, lower
Order
high,
cancelled.
lower high to there. So, and you had liquidity swept here. Looks like price might want to resume its bullish activity today. Tiny risk. That was a tiny risk trade. Two very small risk trades. Less than $10 each. I like that. All right. Inside down close right after sweeping this liquidity. Micro double top on the 2 minute. I mean on the 5 minute. What is this? Micro double top on the 5 minute. Inside down on the 30. Pin bar on the 1. Oh, very hard to sell because, again, I want a trigger. No trigger, no trade. And being a seller is not working out for me yet. This is not my area of strength. Do I even have an edge here? That is the question I have to answer honestly. Being inclined to sell with tight risk here makes me essentially a loser unless I go for very large profits relative to my risk, which is my only option at this point because I am a seller. For whatever reason, I do like London lows and I love reversals. A little bit of no man's land here though. Regular trading hours, 5-minute chart. Price is about to close above the 50% range of the open range gap on the 5-minute chart. But it fails to last minute. All right. Okay. Closes right at it. More inclined to go short now. Seeing that. Ticks to high 41. Risk is too high. Inside close on the 1 minute looks nice currently. Almost 10 points. Gotta get off the 5-minute here. I did say up here that I wanted to be a seller still, but no clean entry. I keep losing being a seller. I keep trying to play these reversals and losing. Price keeps continuing higher. I'm going to try to take a long entry if I get a clean trigger. That's a clean trigger.
Order filled.
Bottom of the channel, 200 period moving average, pullback, long trigger. Let's see if the longs aren't done toying with the shorts yet. I want to, don't like this. Do not like that down close candle getting that low. All right, show them how it's done, Bulls. You've been kicking ass lately. So tempting to go break even, but I'm not. Let's see, the risk here is super small again. I love it. 8 points of risk, $8 of risk. Really controlling my downside today. I like that. Highly asymmetrical here. Which is what I need with this current win rate. It's almost 7-1. I'm going to be amazingly disciplined. No, I gotta go break even here. I literally have to. Because that's a pretty good push-up. My body would not let me not go break even after it pushes in my favor like that. Also, there's no reason to let it come back out and take this loss. Like I either want this to push up and work, or I'm good really. Even the highest up close here. Don't want to get caught by a micro double top on the 5-minute. Still giving me a 4.4 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Can't really see my ticks. I'm going to push my stop up. 26 ticks. Definitely need price to continue higher here if it's going to go. This does make sense, though, honestly, considering my analysis for the whole entire day. Just, you gotta learn. You know, you can't keep being a seller and losing. So you gotta.
Order
Stop
cancelled.
Let's see if pushing my stop there too early is gonna cost me. That's the real interesting. Will it cost me or will it save me? I think technically I broke my rule now that I think about it. No break evens. Because my stop would have been still under the 200. So when I said I literally have to put my stop at break even, what am I saying? I can't handle losing this amount of money after price going this amount in my favor. But can I handle getting stopped out break even here and not making this amount of money for fear of losing this amount? Strange situation. Inside down close printed on the 5 minute. Little bit glad I'm not still long, as I could see a short playing out. This was the possible second chance short idea I thought about looking for. Like right here, a short possibly. I don't want to take this out of spite though. Just saying, haha, you know, I got stopped out even, then I went short, and it turned out because this can cause me to tilt a little if I go short here and then it rips up, because then I'm a double loser. I lose my short and I didn't win my first trade. So until this low is broken, probably can only get long, honestly, from a psychological perspective. Let's clean this up a little. Clean that up a little. Clean that up a little. Very interesting stuff here, guys. Interesting stuff. 200 period is holding. This is the 200 period moving average based on the 5 minute close price. And that is a nice short. I'm not going to lie. Range. Small move up, big move down. Price hasn't resumed higher. Need a clean trigger though. And I'm a little curious as to what the name of this is. That is definitely a model 2022 actually, now that I think about it. Because we're inside this fair value gap. Price has swept highs. Right, let me just take this off. Just push it over there for now. Inside down close. Do I trust it? Where would my stop have to go? Stop would have to go up here, above this fair value gap and above that swing high. And you would need some kind of a nice trigger. Inside down close on the 32nd. Ticks the high. 9.
Order filled.
I'll take it. Tiny risk. That's why I'll take it. Oh man, ticks the high. I miscalculated. I'm going to keep my original tiny risk and see if it wants to work out. I'm playing the 32nd inside down close.
Order cancelled.
This is where I said my stop should have went, but I was calculating and I entered off the risk base from here, not here. Interesting though, it's still fairly small. It's still fairly small risk, honestly. All things considered. Nice wick candle here. Again, punished for being a seller, tried to be a buyer, punished again for being a seller. Random market noise, can't read into too much stuff, statistical, you know.
Order
I'm gonna
filled.
take this. I love the look of that pin bar coming in. Can manage this risk for sure, and this is what I've been waiting on. Big sell volume. Hopefully this is the beginning of a resume move lower and not just a spike down. I have to get paid a decent amount for all the little trades that I'm taking. My win rate is not high lately, so my risk to reward has got to be skewed in my favor. I said that I can only be long until this low is taken, and we'll see if that costs me for not keeping that in the front of my mind. Don't like price pushing back up this high. Do not like it. Gonna cut it.
Order cancelled.
Price should have respected 50% of this range. That's all there is to it in my mind. This big move down should just get a little retracement here and a push lower. Okay, now it's pushing lower. 50% of the range there. Yeah, this is very, very, very difficult. Tricky business. Ticks to high 18. I'm not sure how many trades I have. Let's see, I only have a 5 trade limit today. Trade settings, executions, boom. Okay. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm done. I'm done on the day. Took my shots, controlled my risk. Everything is great. All right, stream is done. Thank you very much.